Okay, so welcome everybody to this is the third Lunch and Learn presented by Community Action Isle of Wight. So welcome. Today we've got Lisa, who is from Site for Wight, who's going to be talking about what they do. The aims of these presentations is to present the numerous voluntary sector organisation and groups who help people with health and mental health issues. Um, this part of the session will be recorded and we will have it on our Community Action website.
We've lost your voice.
Thank you, sorry. After the presentation, you will have the opportunity to chat to Lisa about the work that her organisation does. And this part will not be recorded. So Lisa, please take it away.
Lovely. Hello, everyone. My name's Lisa. I am the CEO of the Isle of Wight Society for the Blind. The Isle of Wight Society for the Blind. Why won't it move forward? Oh, come on.
It has
Thank
moved
you.
to Heathchurch, yeah.
We were established in 1865. We were actually the oldest working charity on the island, and we actually even predate the RNIB. We actually got two sides to us. We've got Sight for Wight and Wight Sense. So Sight for Wight, which is what we're going to concentrate on today, offers support, advice and help to anyone living with severe sight impairment, which is blind, or sight impairment. And we currently support around 800 people. There is no minimum test to join us. You don't have to be a certain level of blindness. The level below sight impaired, formerly known as partially sighted, is failing sight. So just to give you a very quick brief, what does that mean? If you're registered blind or severely sight impaired now, when you go to the opticians, you can't read any of the chart. If you are sight impaired or partially sighted, when you go to the opticians, you can read the first and or second line, but you can't read the third line. This is all with corrected vision, so glasses, contact lenses, whatever. If you have failing sight, it means that you can read the first, second, third, maybe fourth, possibly fifth. But to join the charity, there's no cost, and you don't need to have any particular level of sight loss. We're here to help anybody. And to be quite honest, the earlier we intervene, particularly with something like AMD, which is age-related macular degeneration, biggest form of sight loss on the Isle of Wight, the earlier we intervene, the better, because we can start teaching people how to do things in a new way while they've still got some usable sight. So we are here to help people live safely, confidently, and independently. So confidence comes with accepting your sight loss. It is a grieving process. It is just like losing a relative. You go through the same stages of anger, upset, annoyance, and eventually acceptance. And so confidence for us comes when people accept their sight and they start interacting socially again and achieving the own goals and accepting the support. Independence doesn't necessarily mean living on your own. It means empowering people to have choice and control, knowing what support they want, what support they need, and when they need it. And finally, safely. Living safely means that they are able to live independently without, for example, basic things of boiling kettles and burning hands and cutting themselves. So that side of it is very much the daily living skills and the mobility skills that we teach. So Sight for Wight, what we do, we offer information. So we stay current by working with 13 other local and national organisations with two-way training. So we take training off them and we give them training from ourselves. We offer weekly coffee mornings across the island, embracing peer-to-peer support. It really is the best way to help people deal with sight loss, is to speak to people who are living through exactly the same thing, incurring the same daily challenges. We offer activities, including swimming. So, for example, every Monday we hire Medina Pool exclusively for our members. We have golf, walking, bowling, horse riding, all sorts. If there's 2 or 3 people interested, we start an activity. We offer door-to-door transport, which is extremely important. One of the big things about losing your sight is you lose your driving license, you lose your independence. And as things progress, which inevitably they do, getting from A to B is the biggest challenge, the biggest stress that people face. So where at all possible, we offer door-to-door transport. And then we do some very practical things like helping people filling online forms, getting their blue badge application done, getting their bus pass application done, especially the older generation who have developed AMD, and they've never been used to using IT in the first place. And suddenly now everything is online and it's a particular problem for them. To carry on, we also offer equipment. So we have lots of specialist equipment to help with daily living. So this is all based at our centre in Newport. Anyone can pop in at any time. We do particularly invite people on a Wednesday morning because then they can join the coffee morning. But anyone can pop in at any time, see what equipment we've got and see how it can help with themselves or a relative. We do have a very lucky to quite often be donated some very expensive kit. So digital screen readers, for example, retail at anything from £800 to £4,000. And we are very lucky that when people do stop needing them, they're quite often donated to the charity, and then we're able to sell them for approximately a third of their retail value. We offer annual low vision and low hearing equipment days with mainland suppliers that come over. The next one's the 13th of September. So people are able to come and try all of the range of equipment of all of the different suppliers in real life and actually see if it works for them. And we offer a quarterly newsletter, which is packed with local help, support, and information. It's around 40 pages long. It is written by our members for our members. So, for example, it has tips on daily living and what are the particular tips people use. For example, you may have shampoo and conditioner. You may put a rubber band around the shampoo. Very simple. You then know which is a shampoo, which is a conditioner. So the quarterly newsletter, it always has, as I say, as much written as possible by the members for the members, so people can have real life experience and understand what's going on. So we also have a weekly talking news. So every week we have a rota of 40 volunteers who read the Island Echo, the County Press, and the Isle of Wight Observer. On the Wight, Isle of Wight Radio, they come to our studio, they record all the articles, and every week we produce around 2.5 hours of weekly talking news. Prior to COVID, it was all sent out on USB sticks at around 287 a week. Post-COVID, we managed to get a grant, so we now have our own Alexa skill. So over 200 people now listen every week on the Alexa skill, with just 67 USB sticks being sent out weekly now. We always give people the information in the format they want. Just because it's easy for us to put it on Alexa, it doesn't mean that we don't ask people how they want it, and we give it them. And if they want it in a USB stick, then that's how they want it. If they want it as a scannable QR code, that's how we do it. We have 9 different ways of sending out anything. We've also got an audio library of around 1,400 titles. It's on CD. It's all completely free of charge, even the postage. We have an accessible IT suite with one-to-one support on your device. So we have our own laptops, tablets, and iPads. And we have Sam who can help anybody pretty much set up anything with their accessibility needs. Or you can bring your own phone device, laptop in, and he'll help you set it up. We also offer one-to-one support at home. We have a member support officer who can come out and actually help you with what you need help with at that time. We offer sighted guides, which is teaching people their local routes. So what quite often happens is people's sights deteriorate, and then they suddenly realise they actually can't go out on their own because they've stopped going out so much. They've stopped doing this. So we have sighted guide people who go out and they walk routes with you until you're familiar with them again. This is completely different from mobility training, which is actually done by Wight Sense. We also have a telephone befriending service, which is we have volunteers, a lot of whom are members, who phone people each week and they check they're okay and basically just generally have a chat and keep them updated with what the charity is doing. And finally, we have entry to employment, so one-to-one help with people searching for either paid or volunteer employment. Most importantly, we listen, we help, and we don't say no. Any questions?
Thank you, Lisa. That's really, really interesting. You also have a social media page as well, Facebook, because I follow it, and love to see all the tips that you have on there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We post every day onto social media now. We have different days for different things. So usually it's Throwback Thursday. So we look at something that's happened. We have tips from Members Day. we have medical advice, we have what the members are doing, and then one day we have what's we focus on one of the services that we offer.
Fantastic. Right, I shall stop recording and